Hi, my name's Trevor Crane, and today we're going to go over the Bpro machine and how you actually set it up and then lead into a screening. So this is training for our Bpro and Synergy training. So you can refer to this as often as you like to go ahead and learn how to set up the machine and what to say when you go through the process. So if you can follow me over here, you can see that the first thing we did is we set up our table. So I'll sit down so you can kind of have me and the camera at the same time. We want to make sure that this is as clean as possible as an area. So we've got the person that's doing the scanning is set up here so that the computer can be right in front of them. And then we've got our table set up with a couple of what we actually need. So we've got our blood pressure cuff ready to go with a 90-degree angle chair so that the patient can actually sit right beside us for us to do the scan. The other thing I have are some of the tools that we're going to need to communicate effectively to our patients while they're going through the process. One of which is this book called No More Heart Disease by Dr. Louis Ignario, and we'll be referring to different tools, pointing to them about the facts, and then telling a little story to back them up. I also have on our table the cardio pulse wave analysis form, and right underneath that we also have, you can see it's on a nice clipboard, an invoice or the recommendation of product that we're going to go ahead and will be taken up to the front counter when we're done with the scan. The other thing that we've got is a list of testimonials. It's important to have a nice little book so that we can share with somebody any information that they need if they start asking questions. So it's another tool, and tools will do the talking for us so we don't have to. Another item is to have a flip book. You can see that this has a series of visual images on it that I can talk to while we're going through the scan. All of this will be available for a download, so you can print this information out, and even if you have it stapled together in the corner, that's better than nothing because you want that to do all the talking. As you can see, we also have a bottle of water on the table so we can show someone how easy it is to mix the product up. We have a little sample of a packet, the pro-arginine box, and the pro-arginine canister. The last couple of pieces, if you can come a little closer so you can see what I've got here, is a ruler, a red pen, and a black pen. So we're going to go over all of that today. And Whitney, if you can just step back and get kind of this whole computer table in the picture, that would be great. So the first thing we do is we set up the computer, we plug it in the corner so that we're set to go. We open it up and we can turn on the computer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer to a checklist that we have on setting up the system as well. So you should be able to have set up your Bpro checklist as well so you can follow along. Now I'm going to just cover it real basic as we go ahead. And one of the first things I do when you get your own Bpro machine is we want to make sure we protect the most sensitive parts of our device. So I actually took an iPhone box because it was a nice hard surface to go ahead, and when we transport this we didn't want to destroy the device. So I've got a protective box for the sensor, the Bpro sensor, and this is wrapped around, you can come in real close so you can see this. This is wrapped around this piece of what's that? Foam to protect it, and it's real important that we remove, this is a very important part, that we remove this delicately because there's a little rubber sensor right on this watch. We don't want to slide this out real strong because we can tear that sensitivity right there. So we're really cautious with that. We're going to set that aside so that can go back into our box. That is now ready to plug in. The other thing I did is we have the sensor device that plugs into the computer and goes into, fits onto the watch. I put it into a hard case as well because this is the very sensitive equipment. We want to make sure we protect it. So all you've got to do is plug this into the little port on the side of the computer, and you want to hook this up to the side of the watch. And as you see right here, because you can get really close, I'm going to put those little sensors right on the watch, fold it over, and then when I hold it down, all I got to do is snip that little piece. And now we're ready to go. Should be very snug on there. Let me do that one more time because I think I may have done it wrong. There we go. There. Nice and snug. So it's important to get it seated properly right here at the base. And then you can see I did a little test, and the first time it was wiggly. So Whitney, if you can come over here to this side of the computer, you can see how I have things set up. So again, my table is ready to go, so to speak. I have my flip book, my product that I can talk to, my tools so that I can communicate to someone about the procedure that we're going through, and at different points I'll use my black pen or my red pen to go ahead and highlight our results. So the computer screen should be up like you see it here, and to turn on the software, once you've turned on your computer, all you've got to do is double click on the A-Pulse icon. This screen will open up and we're going to go through the checklist now. So go ahead and pause the camera.